I think I got it going here. So whenever you guys are ready. Yeah. If you need to adjust it down or up or whatever, you just feel free. What is this, 45 minutes it goes for?
No, only like 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, okay, so it's pretty quick.
Quick.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll be around here then, messing around.
What's up, everyone? Me and Ruben are back for another Jiu-Jitsu fundamental class. Last time on Tuesday we did a gift wrap. We did a Kimura and a bow and arrow choke. And so today we're going to stick with the gift wrap, but we're going to show chicken wing and an arm bar from there as well. So just to review what we were doing last time. So Ruben had his frames up here, and we're in our side control. We were swimming our left leg in to isolate that arm, and then we were getting, kind of pulling them up onto our thighs here. And then I was taking my left arm, forcing his arm to come around over, C-gripping on his wrist. This hand was coming in and grabbing my wrist with the C-grip. We came around the head, pushed down on their, right on their jawline to get their head to the ground. This leg came up, we came down, and we scooped up the arm for the Kimura, and then if he grabbed his gi to defend, we would pop it off, and then go for the Kimura from there. And then the next one we did, sorry. Let's get down this way. So again, we were from here, we swam the leg, placed them up onto our hips, or onto our thighs, swam the arm, C-gripped his hand instead of our gift wrap. This hand then, instead of grabbing through to our wrist, we actually went for his lapel to open it up and feed it up to our other hand. Then we were able to transfer the grip, take this hand and grab the pant leg. This one, our knee came up, and then for the bow and arrow. So this one here is going to be fairly similar setup to the bow and arrow. we're just going to start in the gift wrap here. So when we start out already in the gift wrap position here, you know, I could start having my 2-on-1. Maybe I'm going for something. Maybe I want to go for this bow and arrow. And so when I start to feed the gi to my other hand, and I get the grip, maybe Ruben starts actually messing with my hand, maybe grabbing my cuff with my gi to keep me from pulling that. So what I'm going to do is take my right hand is going to come in, and I'm going to grab the meat of his hand, right? So the meat on the outside of his hand, I'm going to grab that. I'm going to pull and turn that out. And now I'm going to let go and slide my hand back up and behind his neck or behind his head. And then I'm going to extend that out, right, for the chicken wing. Okay? So one more time. We are in the gift wrap position here. My right hand comes in and grabs the lapel, opens it up, feeds it to my left hand. But now he starts to grab my gi, mess with my hand. I'm going to grab the meat on the outside of his hand. I'm going to open it up and pull it out. Slide my hand in behind his head and then extend it out. All right? I think that's a good angle.
Yeah, looks good.
Pretty good. So I'm going to let you get a couple of reps in on that. Okay, start in the gift wrap here. So in the gift wrap here, so pressure starts to feed the lapel to his left hand, and I start to go for defend. When I feel this one here, my instinct is to grab the sleeve and pull it towards me to get to relieve the choke. So then he's going to grab the meat of my hand, turn it, and pull it out, let go, slide his arm in, behind the neck, and go for the choke. Do that one more time. He's got the pressure, starts to feed the lapel to the left hand. I start to defend. He grabs the meat of the hand, pulls out, slides his hand up behind the head, and then extends it out. And that is the chicken wing. I like that one. I find that to be a nice follow-up to going for the bow and arrow. Someone starts to attack that, defend against the bow and arrow. So that's a nice little one that I like to throw in there. Let's see if there's any questions or anything. Nada. All right. Let's go with our armbar. So again, we're just going to go ahead and start with our gift wrap here. So in this one here, again, just going with the gift wrap. Whenever I get this position, I definitely try to go for this Kimura grip, because one, it's just a nice control. You know, you can bring them in tight and use that to kind of pull you into the back of their shoulder to keep them in position. So again, like the Kimura, we're going to bring this one around, and I like to frame again on the jawline. You know, get their head to be off the center line. And now, as I'm here, I'm going to bring my leg up and have it behind his shoulder blade, to where I can now kind of lean into it, and this leg's going to come around, and I actually want to get this on the inside of his arm here, right? Because if I put it out here, he can actually just kind of push my leg up over, and now he can have an out. So if I can actually get this to be on the inside of his arm, it's going to be better. And then from here, I can just pinch my legs and go for the arm bar. So one more time here. So we got him in tight. We have our C-grip on their hand for the gift wrap, and then I'm C-gripping my own wrist with my right hand. Now we're in tight. I'm going to bring my arm around and frame along their jawline. My right knee is going to come up, I'm going to lean into it. This leg is going to come around and hook on the inside of the leg. Because out here, he can push that off. And now he has a much better chance of getting out of this position. So I want to get my foot on the inside, squeeze my legs. And again, I have no space between like the back of his shoulder and me. We're pretty close. And so then it's just going to be falling back. Make sure our thumb is pointed up. Well, his thumb is pointed up, and go for the arm bar from there. I'm going to do just one little bit of a slight angle change. Let me just move this way a little bit. So let's do it one more time from this angle here. So we're in tight. I got pressure coming on the back of his shoulder here. Arm comes around, frame on the jawline. Right leg comes up and is now positioned like right behind his shoulder blade. I'm going to lean into it so I can come down and bring this foot around. And I want to get inside of the arm. Right? Out here, he can push it off. So I want it to be inside. I'm going to squeeze the legs and go for the arm bar. Gift wrap here. So he has me in tight, pressure on the back of my shoulder blade, keeping me down here. I'm going to bring it around the head and frame along the jawline. Yep. Knee comes up. I'm going to lean into it and then sit on his like right butt cheek to bring the left leg over. And he wants it to come on the inside. As he goes to the outside, I can get my hand in here and push this off. He wants to make sure he gets that on the inside. And now that's going to be a struggle for me here. Pitch his legs, boom. We can fall to the side to get the arm to release and go for the arm bar. Because I may want to go, maybe grab my wrist here, so he'll want to break the grip. Here. He's going to put his hip up to the knee. He's going to lean into it and kind of sit on his right butt cheek. This leg comes in on the inside. Boom. And then he's going to sit back, squeeze his knees, sit back on the arm bar. So I'm going to show one little detail here. Once we get into the arm bar position, so I'm just going to kind of set this back up here. Here, we get to this position. Let's say if Ruben actually decides to like grab his hands, keep those together, and I'm having a hard time separating that, I can actually use my foot to push that off, and then fall into the arm bar. I got my leg in here, right? Yeah. And so if we're in here, I can still use my leg, pop that off, and still fall with the arm bar. I'm going to try that with a little defense action there. So we got me in tight here. Arm comes around, frame on the jawline, knee comes up. Sit down onto his right cheek, leg comes around, gets on the inside, but now I'm going to defend, right? So maybe I go with like this little S grip here, and I'm blocking. So use the leg, bring it in, and go for the arm bar. Questions? All right, so we're just going to do a quick little recap of all that we just did from the gift wrap from these past 2 days. I don't know if we'll have fundamentals jiu-jitsu online next week. So we'll just recap these and then we'll call it a day. So we're just going to go quick little step-by-step here. So from here, we did the Kimura, similar to the arm bar, right? So we had him up in tight, arm came around, pressure on the jawline. Left foot comes up, drop to the knee. We're gonna scoop, arm bar. If he grabs his gi to defend, we can pop off, and then go for the Kimura. Why did I say arm bar there? And then just from the same grip with this one here, just because the arm bar has the exact same setup here, so we'll just do that one again. Tight, frame onto the head, knee comes up, drop onto our side, get this inside the arm, squeeze. I might fall to dead. If he grabs the side, you know, you can fall to the side to pop it off, fall to the left side to pop it off, use the leg, and then finish the arm bar from there. And then we had the bow and arrow. I like these because they all have like similar setups, right? So we were here, got the gift wrap, we're in tight. Take my right hand, feed the lapel up, grab my left hand. I'm gonna grab his pant leg, knee comes up, sit back, and bow and arrow. And similarly, we had the chicken wing. Same setup. We're gonna feed the gi, grab with our left hand. He starts to defend that, grab the meat of his hand, and we're going to turn it, pull it out. Slide our hand in and extend it out. And that's a chicken wing. All right. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. If you have questions or comments, please leave them below, and I'm sure someone will get to them. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.